Guys, Bobby, so this is part two of your getting started training. Um, I hope you got a good feel initially for what we're doing in part one. But I noticed I've been so busy getting this thing up and rolling, I didn't even shave for the last 3 days. Apologize. Um, anyway, so let's get into. So I talked about the approaches, and you'll learn different ones, and you get comfortable with different ones. But my point is, if you talk to a couple people a day with some semblance of what you're talking about, even if we always joked, we could say you go up to a couple people a day and just say money, money. Say that to one next person, money, money. Eventually, someone's going to say, "Yeah, I like some. Tell me about it. What do we have to do?" So it's a numbers game, okay? Whether if you talk to one person a month, are you going to get the same results if you talk to one or two people a day? Of course not. So it's just let the numbers work for you, okay? So now that you've got a few people interested, right? They're checking out a product, they got on a call. What's our goal? Get 10 of those people a month to see the presentation, okay? Now, how do we do them? Most of the time we're doing Zooms, right? We're right here. Zoom live presentations, or I should say live Zoom presentations. Now, I do like the hotels are going over someone's house, but there's a lot of logistics in that. You got to get the right, they invite the people, they get down because some people don't show up. And Zoom's nice and easy. Someone doesn't get on, you just book another one next week or something. You jump on. So the company has them, Zooms a couple times a week. We'll be doing them a couple set times a week. We can set up what we call private Zooms around your prospect's time, whatever it may be, okay? Zooms should take, I think we'll run through the plan. There's always a little small talk, 30 to 45 minutes. That's it, okay? Shouldn't be longer than that. If it's more than 45 minutes, you're going to lose people. And again, some people say, well, if it's more than 10 minutes, guys, if someone can't sit still and listen about a business that potentially could change their life for, 30 minutes, then I really don't want to, they're not the right person. Move on to somebody else, okay? Now, granted, we got to keep it moving, but the point is, there's always that fight of, you can't talk more than 10 minutes. Well, they're not going to know anything. So whose job is it then to explain how they make money and the products? You got to give them a little meat. I also feel like, look, they put their time aside to get on this thing. What are you going to do? Blow it through in 10 minutes and get them off, and they come on with the same confusion they did when they first joined. So I like to give them enough meat that they can actually understand what we're doing here, okay? Now, we have the 24/7 recorded presentations on incomegenerators.biz, right? I have it in a couple of the little brief. I think I did an overview. Then we're going to do a product, an overview and product. And I have the second video, which is the comp plan. Okay, they're each 20 minutes. You could have someone watch that. You could watch it with them if you can't get a live or a Zoom presentation. The key is don't wait 4 days to follow up with their thoughts. When someone says, I'll watch it online, you say, okay, when are you going to watch it? And how about if I give you a call that night? If you don't want to sound pushy, within 24 hours, 48 hours the most, you want to follow up with them and start again, what they like best. That's a great, what'd you like best about that? And then you can always book them into a call with your senior partner to kind of, answer the questions and hopefully button them up. Okay. And so the follow-up, they say the fortunes of the follow-up. Guys, it'd be great if everyone saw the plan and said, I'm in, let's roll, let's do it. No, they got questions. Oh, that was nice, Bob, thank you. And you say, okay, I'll follow up with you. Then you miss them for a few times. You got to stay on it. If you let it go, or every day that goes by that you don't reiterate what they saw and what the next step is, you're going to lose, they lose their enthusiasm. And next thing you know, you wasted your time by getting them on the call or the presentation to begin with. So there's a point of follow-up with veracity, but yet you don't want to be a pain in the ass either. Okay. So there's balance there, but you can't let it go like days and days and days in between when they saw the plan to when you're getting their thoughts on things. You got to make it right after and tell them that. Say, Jim, listen, you're going to see the plan. I want to follow up with you right away. Well, it's fresh on your mind. Okay, so then you're not being pushy. You're just, it's fresh on your mind. I don't want to waste your time and my time. So let's follow up and figure out what our next steps are. Okay. Now, that's the whole business, guys. That wasn't complicated, was it? We take them through. We approach 2 people a day. We learn, hey, listen, you keep your options open. Yeah. What do we do with them once they're, remember now we're to the 30. They said they're interested. What are we going to do with those 1 out of every 2 people that say they're interested, or 30? We're going to get them on a product, let them sample a product. We're going to get them on a call, little, not the plan yet, a little 10-minute, 5-minute call, get them excited a little bit, get them on a Facebook page. That's taking them through some of the initial steps. Or right away, you can book them into a plan. You don't have to go through all those things. But my point is, that's at least some people like. I always like at least talking to them about why they want to start a business. Like, why, you're interested in looking at this business plan. Tell me where you're at. Well, work and this, and I need more money. See, that's the thing. Those are the nuggets that you need to get out of them, right? That they're there. Everyone has pain, they say. Expose the pain in someone's life. That makes this presentation so much more real. It's not about understanding all the product information or all the numbers. It's about why they want to look at a home-based business, okay, and why they want to look at bepic. All right. Now, what's duplication? This is the key, because if you sponsor 2 people a month, great. If you follow the business plan, at the end of the month, a year, you'd have 24 people in your business. Well, imagine if they all do that. You'd have thousands of people in your business. So the key is, the minute someone comes on board, that's why I put this document together in this video, we want to get them duplicating as quick as possible. Now, is it rocket science? No, do exactly what you're doing. You get them on the site, they download the guide, they watch the video, and then you coach them. And when you talk to them, you can follow through. So let me show you the getting started checklist, okay? Oh, by the way, I did mention a few. I think I covered a few. I just want to let you know, just some notes here. Binary commissions, you get paid on your left and right. Every Tuesday at midnight is when they calculate. So if you have 1,000 on your weak side at 10%, you're going to get a $100 check that week, along with the other parts of the program. We just put that in there. And 90 days of inactivity. You can miss a month of your auto ship, and you still cut all those people below you. The numbers will wash away. You won't get paid, but you don't lose your team. But if you go more than 90 days or 3 months without putting in even one little order in, they're going to consider you inactive, and that's when you lose your position. You don't want to do that. So just make sure if you miss a month, your credit card declines or something, get back on the next month. Okay. Remember, it can be as low as $25. That's what I love about this program. Okay. So now let's wrap it all up. I'll reiterate it again as I go through this, but 90-day checklist. Call them maybe 10 people to the right. Now, so when I wrote this out, I said, well, I don't want to start a sheet for every person I'm working with. It becomes too many pieces of paper. So, and start with you as the first person. So what I would do here is, let's just make some columns down here, and you could do multiple sheets, of course, but these are at least you're personally enrolled, right? Because you're their mentor. You brought some of the business, doggone it, you coach them, okay? Or if I bring in my friend Tony and he's okay, I coaching him, but he brings in someone really good, and I think, man, this person could be a go-getter. Am I going to leave that up to Tony? I might put this person on my list also and work with them. Okay, that's all it is working, mentors working with some of the newer people till they become mentors. And so you don't have to be a superstar to coach people. You just gonna be able to read the checklist. Okay, so you put your name down first, make sure you do these things. And then, of course, your first person, your second, your third, maybe you could fit 8 to 10 people and start another page if you have to. Okay, pretty simple, not rocket science stuff. You can do this on spreadsheets. You can do it on a piece of paper like I'm showing you. So what are the things we covered in the Getting Started guide? Okay, first of all, enroll, and then, of course, make sure you're on an auto ship, even if it's $25. That locks your position in, and you can start earning in the binary. Now, if you remember the plan to earn on the lifestyle bonus and to really where we want to be considered a real true rep, is you got to get yourself to a 70-point auto ship, okay, minimum. That should be to qualify for lifestyle bonuses. So remember, these are your little goals. You should start right here. Skip put these two together. When you join, boom, you're on a 70-point auto ship. You just checked off 2 boxes, okay? Make sure, your username and password saved. Binary placement, remember we told you, make sure you know how to toggle so you put people on the right side you want. And to go at back office trading, but one of the biggest things is how to view. That gets exciting. Even if you don't pull your commissions out right away, you can see it all stacking up week to week, and it's all, one big number that you can see. How to view your commissions and how to set up to receive your commissions. The Getting Started Guide. What we're doing right now. You can check this box off when we're done. You went through the training, you went through the videos, simple as that. Now the back office education. Remember, I told you I'm gonna have a comp plan video. I want you to understand the comp plan. I don't have to be a genius at it, but you should understand the basics. Because someone asks and says, well, you said I'm 10 to 20% in the binary. How do I get to 20%? Well, you can show them, okay? It'll be back there to show them, but at least you know where to look and you'll understand it. And of course, the back office training, how to view your downline, how to look at your commissions. And I'm sure there's other cool things back there. Did you join the Facebook bepic 100% Epic? That's really for your prospects and also for you. And then the Wolf Pack. This has reps. I haven't really gone through that yet, but I'm sure there's some great, you get sick of listening sometimes to your initial team, whether it's me who brought you in or somebody else. You listen to some of these other people, they'll have little training segments. Bobby never taught me that. Well, this guy did on the Wolf Pack, okay? Remember your why? And your 1 to 3 year goal. Did you do that? Little line items, no big deal. Now we start the business building process. What do I tell you to do first? Make a names list of stuff. I didn't tell you to make them 20 names, 100 names, 200 names. Start with some initial people you're going to pull off your cell phone or your Facebook, and you're going to start building the business. We're going to book those 2 launch webinars where your goal is to get your top 10 or 10 people on there. And then maybe the tracking on the Getting Started Guide above, it says, here's the 10 names. Your goal is to get 10 people that have seen the plan. That's your initial goal, right? First 10 people showed the bepic plan. And then what else do we say you're going to do as a launch process? You're going to ATM your first 50 people, however you get there. I thought 5 people a day for those 10 days would be great. And you're going to track those people you ATM, because remember, you're going to try to message them and follow up with them and see if we can bring them into the mix, okay? By doing that initial stuff, you should absolutely have your first 2 people. Your binary is now rolling. And now we're going to keep bringing in people. That's the concept. Keep feeding the binary yourself, and then teach those people to do the same, which will explode this and get you to 6 figures potentially, okay? And then what are the ongoing action steps after you've done your initial launch thumbs? The 60, 30, 10, 2. Remember that? 2 people a day is 60 people a month. At least half of them will do some processing of something. They're trying a vitamin. You're stuck in their mouth. Okay, they're in the investigation process. Here, take this. I need 30 people to be doing something. Can't just have you walk away after I talk to you for 2 seconds. Stick this pill in your mouth and tell me how you feel tomorrow. Okay, joking, but you know I'm coming. Out of those 30 people that are talking to someone or doing something, eventually, or right off the bat, you're going to get 10 of them. Your goal is out of that month's work of 60, 10 people see the plan, and out of those 10, you bring in your 2. Now, if you're falling short anywhere, you got to measure, monitor, control, and adjust. You got to say, well, wait a minute, I got 10 people to see the plan, no one join. Well, either you're not following up with them, or whoever's showing the plan ain't doing a very good job. Maybe that's you, okay? So you can always tweak things to say, I got to bring these numbers up. Like, again, guys, it's no different than running a business. You set yourself business goals. When you fall short, right, you say, what do I got to do to change that or bring that up a little bit, okay? And then here's the last thing. I didn't talk about this, but, my other company, we used to have a goal of 300 volume points that each rep is doing. Now that can be a combination of you and your family. In other words, why would you and your family just, especially if you have it, I'm single, but if I had a family, if I'm taking the supplements, well, there's 70 points. If my wife's taking them, there's 70 points. The kids on the kids product or whatever. So almost your own personal consumption, you could almost do 300. But if you couple that with not other brand partners you bring in, but everyone will also have a handful of customers that aren't in the business, but they're buying products. So if you combine your customer use, your personal family use, there's no way you shouldn't, in a very short period of time, be up to at least $300 a month in volume, or dollars, even how you look at it. In other words, doing more than just the minimum. Now, is that mandatory? No, but why not make that a goal in our organizations where you can, so if I'm working, remember, I'm gonna have 9, 10 people here, as I'm calling you up and we're having coring sessions and we're going through, I have it all on one page. I can say, hey, who's at 300 a month? Well, I am, I'm not. Well, what can we do to get you there? In other words, these are all things that are going to make this business explode for us if we're all marching at the same beat, okay? Now, this is the last thing, and I thought it was kind of cool to stick on your checklist. Remember I love the lifestyle bonus. Did you complete your 2x2? You're making 100 a month. Now, did you bring that up? Now, by the way, you don't get these combined. You just go to the higher one. Did you finish your 3x3? Now you're at 300 a month, you're 4x4. And eventually you're 5x5, where you have 5 people you personally enrolled, who have 5 people they personally enrolled. They're all on the 70-point auto ship. There's that extra $700 a month on top of the binary, okay? If you just focus on these goals, I'm telling you, there's no way, and you help your people focus on these goals, your binary will explode by itself, because you're going down to infinity. All these people and all your people that are doing this are all also in the binary compensation plan. You with me, guys? Okay, so that's it. Let's come in for a landing. The last thing. Okay, so get confused what I wrote. So I just took it one step further. I said, this is to check it off that you've done it. Well, I think, again, I'm brand new at this. So I believe they have this tracking in your back office. If you hit your lifestyle teams, it might show you personals and where they're at. I don't know, but have some fun. At least have it on paper. So I gave you a 1 sheet of paper where you can print out. I actually gave you 7 personals, because you don't know if the first your 5 are going to be the ones that bring in 5. So, you could list all your personals and put them on multiple sheets and see how they're doing. Hey, Jimmy, you call them up. Jimmy, how many people you got enrolled on towards a lifestyle bonus? Now, remember, even if they come in at $25, they're not, you don't put them on this list yet because they're not at 70 points. But if they bring in, imagine lining up your team, even if they're on $25, 25, and then they're all on 25, as they upgrade, boom, this is going to all fill in and you'll be hitting those lifestyle bonuses. But the bottom line is these are your personals, and they're 5 people who are on the 70-point auto ship. So guys, we'll expand this, we'll change it a little bit, but this, nothing else right now. To me, this is a simple, which we did this in 2 videos, so I hope it wasn't overwhelmed, and hopefully you got the gist of it. Go back and listen to it again. And I'm telling you, in a month, I'll shave and I'll probably give you version 2, because I'll come up with a few little tweaks, and that, hey, a couple people brought up this, and this sounds even better, and we'll change it. But this should be enough. All I'm trying to do is I blow up and get my first 10, 15, 20 people started. I don't want them all floundering. I want them to have at least an initial track to run on. I hope this isn't overwhelming. I like structure. I hope this even gives you and makes you relax a little bit, saying, all this stuff I'm hearing, I just have to go to this checklist and just watch it and check off the boxes as I complete these things. Of course, I went over the whole things to do. I did this in 3 or 4 pages. I hope that it wasn't too long. I know my other company, we used to do, 3-hour live. You had to go to a live thing, sit there in a hotel room for 3 hours and listen to me talk for 3 hours. God, no wonder my groups quit on me. No, I'm kidding. But the point is, to do this in 2 30-minute videos, I think we can duplicate this. As you bring people in, you get them on the site, you get them watching this, and we'll rock and roll. Okay, guys, I love you. Let's build an epic business. All the things are lined up with the leadership, the company, the products, the comp plan, the timing. If you got a little giddy up, there's no reason why we can't get this rolling. Okay, thanks, guys. I'll talk to you soon.